Hi, my name is Jonathan, and this is Looking Up. I want to tell you a story about how I learned to ride a bike as a kid. I used to have this really small bike, and it had training wheels on it. One day, as I got a little older, they took the training wheels off, and I could ride this bike, but it was a little bitty bike, and I was about to outgrow it. So they got me a bigger bike and put me on it, and it didn't go so well. Matter of fact, I started to fall off of the thing and wreck every time I rode it. So what I would do is I'd go back to that small bike and ride it and say, now how can I transfer this over to that big bike? And then one day someone helped me get going, and I never looked back. I was able to ride without training wheels ever again. Life has training wheels built in. In our faith, sometimes we pray small and we learn to pray bigger and bigger and bigger. When I was in high school one day, we were going to have a car wash, and the forecast was for rain, and so we wanted to call it off, our youth group. And so I said, no, let me pray about it and don't call it off. And they said, the forecast is for rain, pretty sure it's going to rain. Well, as the day went on, no rain came. After this happened, the friends in my youth group said, you know how to pray for weather. And I said, I guess I do. And since that point in time, every time I pray about weather, there's a confidence in me that says, I touch the heart of God with this. I go right into the throne room with it. I believe when I pray over weather that I'm right in the throne room of God saying, God, I know you can do this. And I'm beseeching you because I know you can and you love me. And there's full confidence in that God's going to do that. But I had to take the training wheels off the first time I prayed when I was in high school. So what about you? Where do you need to take your training wheels off in your faith? Where do you need confidence? Where do you need to know that God's going to back you up when you start doing it faithfully? Take the training wheels off today and start looking up instead of where you might fall, where you might go if you got the free rein of not having something hold you back anymore. I went all over town when I finally learned how to ride that bike, the bigger bike, without training wheels. So where are you at with that? Take off your training wheels. Look up to God and watch what He does, and learn that that's your area of prayer power. There is more to be seen when you're looking up. So stop looking at the training wheels on the ground you think you can't cover.